Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing y'all how to remove the first gen Nismo rear bumper. The reason I'm going to be doing this is because the other day I hit something in the road. The front bumper's fine, but as you can see here, the rear bumper is a little messed up. The tabs are all good, but the black plastic piece that plugs in and connects the two is unfortunately broken. So that is why I'll be removing this, but I also do want to clarify before I start the video that some of the stuff in the car broke off when it hit that. So I might be missing a couple things, but I'm gonna try and show y'all as exact as to what I mean. So for example, there's these 3 bolts right here. Normally they plug into that piece there with the little pop clip, but that came off when I hit that. The damage is there. It's honestly not that bad. Thankfully, it's on the underside and I'm not gonna see it and no one else really will. Right here is the worst part, but I'm gonna epoxy that and touch it up. So, could be worse. But to start, you're gonna have to strip your trunk. I've already got that done, so I'm not gonna show that, but I will link it in the description, a tutorial on how to do so. And then after that, what you're gonna do is pop these up, get some pop clips, and I'll show you that in a second. So once you pop that piece off, you're gonna have 2 10 mils to remove right up here. Go ahead and unscrew those, set them aside. So from there, what you're gonna wanna do is get a long 8 mil. Could be a 7 mil, I just don't have a long 7. And you're gonna unscrew this bolt right there. And once we pop the tail light off, what you're gonna wanna do is re-thread them so you don't get them lost. So from there, once that bolt on the back side's out, you're gonna be good to slide this out. Then we're gonna have a connector right here. We're gonna have to unplug. I know y'all can't see it. So to remove the wiring harness, what you're gonna have is a connector like this, and then you'll just push this in. It'll be plugged in just like that. I had to use a flat head to get it out, but use 2 hands and just make sure you don't scratch up the bumper when the tail light's sitting. We're gonna switch over to the passenger side in a second. This is what I'm talking about, where my removal might differ from yours. I think when I hit that thing, this must have popped out or something like that. So there should be 2 pop clips. As you can see right here, there are, but I'm missing them. So what you're gonna do is get your flat head, get that right in there, pop these up. Don't be too forceful. Just use it gently. And from there, let's set those aside. So from there, we're gonna go down below. Obviously this is the passenger side. We're gonna take out this 10 mil bolt that holds that mounting plate right in there. And unfortunately, mine's totally gone on this side. I did not realize how bad the damage was until just now. But I'll show y'all what I do to kind of keep this piece secure, and it'll be fine. It's just a car. So from there, what you should have on this side is kind of like a arrow cover. I've obviously got it removed, so you guys can't see that, but it should plug in right there. And then right there. There might be a 3rd mounting location. I don't think there is. But yeah, so take that out on this side if you have it. I've been told they're kind of common to break off. And over here, we're gonna have a similar setup. We're gonna have a pop clip there, right there, as you can see. And maybe over, yeah, we got another one over on that side hidden back there. But just to give y'all some better angle, what I'm gonna do is jack up the car from the back so I can get this wheel dropped. Once you get those 3 clips removed, what you're gonna have is a Phillips head bolt right there. So as you can see right here, this is one of those pieces that you'll have to take off on your Z. Mine fell off when I hit whatever I did. And you can see that metal brace to the side. You'll have another pop clip there. That's what I showed at the start of the video. So from there, all you had to do was, once you got everything disconnected, just lift it off. And I set it down here. I didn't end up disconnecting this panel because I realized there was enough wire for me to set it on the ground and then disconnect it. So what I am gonna have to replace is this black plastic right here that snapped. This mounting, it's supposed to mount right there. And these two, well, actually, I guess there's three broke off. They're supposed to mount in those holes. As you can see on this side, they're all still plugged right in there. So I'm gonna have to buy another one of these, 50 bucks, not too bad, honestly. And then, of course, I'll get this unplugged, give it a quick wipe down, and show you all the rest. I'm choosing to do next, this is not, obviously the bumper's removed, this is no part of what you'll need to do. But I kind of want to clean this up. I'm going to have the bumper off for probably a good week or two while my bracket comes in. And so what I've done is unscrewed this plugged into this thing. I think it's a sensor for the key because there's one in the center console area too. Could be wrong, I don't really know, honestly. This is that piece I disconnected. And this, I don't want to cut this, because then whenever I put this all back together, I don't want this all hanging down. So, but honestly, like there's no way to put a pinch clamp in there to pull this thing out. So I think what I'm gonna do is cut this, and then when I put it back together, just put a big zip tie thing around this whole bar, and that's what I'll use to hold this. But for now, I undid this little seal right here, gasket, whatever you wanna call it. I'm gonna feed this in the car, and it comes out right there. And I want to keep my interior somewhat clean. Obviously it's a mess. I'm going to be reinstalling that, but what I'm going to do in the meantime is just insert everything in the Ziploc bag and zip tie it. So like I said, I just removed the rear crash bar. I don't advise doing that. It's not safe. I'm not going to be having it off for very long. I kind of just want to get like a cleaner look. As well, I'd advise checking the gasket on these. I've already redid this one. I've never had any water leak issues, but I've read about guys that do. I don't know why this is here. Maybe it's for pressure, who knows. And this side, as you can see, the gasket's supposed to be kind of tucked in like that, but it's not. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of just pulling this out a bit and then tucking it back in. I can't really do it with one hand, but I'm gonna get that redone. You can take anything off that has a chance of popping out and get this sprayed off and rethread everything that you don't wanna lose. So I rethreaded the 14, or these are 4 12 mils that go on each corner. Those pop out. I think they get torqued to 35 foot-pounds. And as well, what I'm gonna do is, since I have this all exposed, I'm gonna add, as you can see, there's a silver nut up there. I kind of want to put a spacer right here so that when I put the Nismo or Motordyne tips on, it's kind of lower down from the bumper so it won't scrape up or heat damage the bumper. But that's about it. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Instagram. It's in the description. And that's it for today. Thanks, guys.